Hello YouTube, Vlogonomics Rants here, and this week my video is about the right-wing social justice warrior Donald Trump's latest attack on the media, because of course, he's not thin-skinned, he has no skin at all. So, the Washington Post reports that on Friday, the White House barred CNN, the BBC, Politico, the New York Times, BuzzFeed, and the LA Times from an off-camera gaggle. As a result of learning about this, Associated Press and Time boycotted the event, while the Wall Street Journal did participate in the briefing, but said in a statement that they were unaware of the exclusions, and, had we known at the time, we would not have participated and we will not participate in such closed briefings in the future. Now this, of course, is insanely hypocritical from Sean Spicer, as he said in response to a question about how a Trump White House might deal with outlets it didn't like, given that some had been blocked from attending Trump campaign rallies, quote, "Look, there's a big difference between a campaign where it is a private venue using private funds and a government entity. I think we have a respect for the press when it comes to the government. That is something you can't ban an entity from, conservative, liberal or otherwise." He continued, quote, "That's what makes a democracy versus a dictatorship. I think there is a vastly different model when it comes to government and what should be expected, and that's on both sides." Remember saying that, Spicer? And yet you're now, according to your own quote, pulling the US towards a dictatorship by limiting the press. And to add to this, James Edwards and his radio show, The Political Cesspool, a white supremacist radio show billing itself as unapologetically pro-white and, quote, "Even though whites represent the vast majority of the American population, we had no mainstream voice. That would soon change." The Political Cesspool enjoyed a modest launch on October 26, 2004. And Edwards himself is well known for disparaging comments about racial minorities, even saying interracial sex was nothing but white genocide, and is, of course, a massive Trump supporter. Now, Kyle Kulinski of Secular Talk went on a massive Twitter storm that I largely agree with. I'll read you the quote from about 4 tweets he made in very quick succession about this. Though I'm not 100% sure about it being a breach of the First Amendment, it does seem to be. Quote, "Agree or disagree with these outlets, this is a brazen, disgusting violation of the First Amendment. This isn't the campaign anymore. Trump is president. He has no right to restrict news orgs from the White House press briefing like this. Everybody who gets angry over pampered college kids protesting speakers should be even more outraged by this. It's government restricting press. Trump is a right-wing PC police and a right-wing SJW. If you speak negatively of him, you're banned. He's a thin-skinned bitch." End quote. And I hope that YouTubers who have been rallying against the SJWs on the left doing things like this for the past few years have also made videos or tweets getting outraged about this as well, or they will over the next couple of days. I won't hold my breath. Anyway, Raj Shah insisted this was all much ado about nothing. Quote, "White House Deputy Comms Dr. Raj Shah denies reports of a gaggle block against CNN, New York Times, Politico and others. This, of course, is a lie, as I've shown already in this video. However, the New York Times executive editor Dean Baquet declared, quote, "Nothing like this has ever happened at the White House in our long history of covering multiple administrations of different parties. We strongly protest the exclusion of the New York Times and the other news organizations. Free media access to a transparent government is obviously of crucial national interest." So, what these latest exclusions indicate is that Trump does have contempt for freedom of the press. This is just the latest in Donald Trump's series of attacks against what he called the fake news media. Now, I do want to credit Brett Baier because he did say this on Twitter. Quote, "Some at CNN and the New York Times stood with Fox News when the Obama administration attacked us and tried to exclude. Is a White House gaggle should be open to credentialed organizations. This is, of course, in reference to the 2009 incident when Obama tried to exclude Fox News from a round of TV interviews with pay czar Kenneth Feinberg. One final thing. One reporter from Fox Business News, Blake Berman, was also blocked from the gaggle, and Fox News will join others in protesting the exclusion of certain outlets." So, this is pretty disgusting, to be honest, and it is just the latest in Trump's attacks on the media and his latest attempts to create a media safe space. For somebody who claims to rail against PC culture, he really is a PC crusader. So that is my video for this week. I hope you found it interesting. Please rate, comment, share and subscribe, and have a great day, everyone.